Have you ever considered where you come from, not in a geographical sense, but mentally and emotionally? The answer to this question lies within your inner stance. This is the unique perspective through which you view life, a lens that shapes your thoughts, your actions, and ultimately your destiny. It's easy to assume that our way of looking at the world is the only way, the right way. But that's just our inner stance speaking, a stance shaped by a lifetime of experiences, beliefs, and values. It's like a dance routine we've practiced so long that we've forgotten we're even dancing. We've become so accustomed to our dance that we might not even realize there are countless other routines waiting to be explored. But what if I told you that your inner stance, like a dance routine, isn't set in stone? It's not a rigid, unchangeable part of you, but rather a dynamic, flexible posture that can be adjusted, fine-tuned, and transformed. Just as a dancer or a basketball player adjusts their physical stance to enhance their performance, so too can you adjust your inner stance to better navigate the dance of life. Your inner stance isn't your identity. It's not who you are, but rather how you choose to be. It's how you present yourself in life, to yourself and to those around you. It's the story you tell yourself about yourself. It's the narrative that informs your choices, shapes your experiences, and ultimately determines your reality. The beauty of this concept is that your inner stance, while deeply ingrained, is not unchangeable. If you find that your current stance isn't serving you, isn't bringing you closer to the life you desire, then it's time to acknowledge this and consider a change. So I invite you to ponder this. What if your inner stance could be transformed? Imagine the possibilities if you could adjust your mental and emotional posture just as a dancer or a baseball player adjusts their physical posture for better performance. It's an empowering thought, isn't it? Your inner stance isn't who you are, but how you choose to be. It's about how you present yourself in life, to yourself and to others. This stance is an internal posture, an attitude that shapes your thoughts, feelings, and actions. It's the invisible force that guides your choices, responses, and interactions. Now, let's delve deeper into understanding your current inner stance. Consider your everyday life. Are you constantly in a rush? Always trying to do more, be more? Do you find yourself constantly battling stress, worry, or dissatisfaction? Are you often reactive rather than proactive? These could be signs that your current inner stance might not be serving you well, or perhaps you're in a state of complacency, comfortable with the status quo and resistant to change. You might be stuck in old patterns of thinking, feeling, and behaving, even though they no longer serve your growth or well-being. This too is an indication that your inner stance might need a shift. But how can you tell if your inner stance is due for a change? A simple way is to gauge your level of fulfillment. Are you truly satisfied and content with your life as it is? Or do you often find yourself yearning for more happiness, more success, more meaningful connections? If your current life situation doesn't align with your deepest desires, it's a sign that your inner stance could use some adjustment. And what about your relationships? Are they enriching and supportive, or draining and conflict-ridden? Your inner stance greatly influences how you relate to others. If your relationships are often fraught with tension, it could be a reflection of your inner stance. It's time to acknowledge that your current inner stance might not be yielding the results you desire. And the beauty is, you can change it. You have the power to shift your perspective, your attitude, your stance. By understanding your current inner stance, you take the first step towards a transformative journey. You open the door to a new way of being, a new way of living. So, are you ready to take that step? Imagine what it would be like to live each day from a powerful inner stance. A stance of commitment, authenticity, integrity, and growth. It's like waking up each morning and instead of the usual grogginess, you're brimming with energy, ready to conquer the day. It might sound like a dream, but it's a reality you can create. Let's take a journey, a transformation journey. Picture a young woman named Emily. Emily was always the quiet type, never one to rock the boat. She lived her life on autopilot, passively accepting whatever came her way. She never took charge, never made a conscious choice. Her inner stance was one of passivity and acceptance. One day, Emily felt a stirring. She looked around and realized that she was not living the life she wanted. She was stuck in a job she didn't love, in a city she didn't choose, living a life that wasn't hers. That realization was the first step towards transforming her inner stance. She began to question her choices, her reactions, her decisions. She started exploring different perspectives, different ways of looking at the world. She started reading books, attending seminars, engaging in self-reflection. Each step brought her closer to understanding her current inner stance and the changes she needed to make. The transformation didn't happen overnight. It took time, effort, and a lot of self-reflection. There were moments of doubt, moments when she wanted to revert to her old ways, but Emily was committed. She was ready to do whatever it took to change her inner stance. Slowly but surely, Emily began to see changes. She started making conscious choices, taking charge of her life. She quit her job and moved to a city that she loved. She started a business, something she had always dreamed of but never had the courage to do. She was no longer a passive observer in her life, but an active participant. Her new inner stance was one of proactivity, authenticity, and growth. She was committed to her goals, true to her values, and open to learning and growing. Her inner stance had transformed, and so had her life. Emily's story is a perfect illustration of the power of changing one's inner stance. It's not about changing who you are, but how you choose to be. It's about deciding how you want to show up in the world, how you want to interact with life's challenges and opportunities. This transformation wasn't easy, but the change in inner stance led to a life full of purpose and satisfaction. Emily's journey is a testament to the power of inner stance. It's a testament to the power of choice. It's a testament to the power within each one of us waiting to be unleashed. Transforming your inner stance is not a one-time event, but a continuous process of growth. Think of it as tending a garden. You plant a seed, nurture it, provide it with sunlight, water, and nutrients. And over time, you see it grow into a beautiful plant. Similarly, your new inner stance is that seed. It needs consistent attention, care, and nourishment to flourish. Now, you may wonder, how do you nurture this new inner stance? Firstly, acknowledge its existence. Recognize that you have chosen a new way to perceive and interact with the world around you. This new stance isn't just a fleeting thought, it's your new foundation. Secondly, practice mindfulness. Be aware of your thoughts, feelings, and actions. Notice when old patterns try to sneak in and gently guide yourself back to your new inner stance. Thirdly, be patient with yourself. Changing a deeply ingrained stance is not easy. It's okay to falter, to have moments of doubt. What's important is that you get back up, dust yourself off, and continue on your path. And lastly, celebrate your progress. Every step you take towards maintaining your new inner stance is a victory. Celebrate these victories no matter how small they may seem. Now, staying committed to your new inner stance might seem daunting, but remember, it's a journey, so take it one day at a time. Some days will be easier than others. Some days you'll be filled with motivation and drive. Other days you might struggle. That's okay. What matters is that you stay committed to your journey, to your growth. Seek support when you need it. Surround yourself with positive influences, people who uplift you, inspire you, and support your growth. And always remember, you are not alone on this journey. We are all continuously evolving, growing, and reshaping our inner stances. Remember, maintaining your new inner stance requires constant effort and dedication. But trust me, the rewards, the personal growth, the self-discovery, and the transformation that you'll experience will make it all worth it. You have the power to transform the quality of your life. This power resides not in your circumstances, not in your past, nor in the hands of others. It resides within you, in your inner stance. This is the posture of your mind, the stance of your spirit, the angle of your attitude. It's the way you choose to face life's challenges, to embrace its joys, to pursue your dreams. And remember, the key word here is choose. Your inner stance is not a fixed entity. It is as malleable as clay, as changeable as the seasons. You have the power to shift it, to mold it, to make it serve you better. So harness this power, take a step back, examine your current inner stance. Is it serving you? Is it leading you towards your goals, your aspirations? If not, change it. The question is, what is your inner stance? Did you like this video? Please like and subscribe and hit the bell to get a notification.